Hey guys, it's Matt Does Games, and I am here with a video that has the new map, which is called Iron Waters, I think. Am I saying that right? Iron Waters? Yeah, I'm going to say that it's right. And if it's not, oops. As you can see, I really focus on the details here. But now this is going to be actually a 10v10. I've been trying to get footage of the new divisions, and it's either there are curb stomps on my side or I'm getting curb stomped, and I think I know why. Anyways, so I'm actually going to be playing as my typical Ruski deck because I'm on the pack side, and I really feel like the fourth division needs some balancing because holy moly, it gets wrecked. I don't think it's a very strong division. It's hard to play as because your tanks are going to be outclassed by every single division, and most of your tanks will be beat by the worst tanks of other divisions. Like their best tank is a T72. It costs like 80. So I mean, you can do a tank spam, but a 2A3 can probably take on six T72s. So it's just like, and then on top of that, you also have these new ATGM units, which are really cool. They're these two-manned ATGM units. You can kind of see it in the bottom right there. It just has like a little, looks like an ATGM thing, and it's hiding in the trees in the bottom left-hand corner. These guys are awesome. They have a super long range, but when you have really, really weak units, well, tank units, they're just going to get wrecked. So, okay, well, then now you don't have good tank units, but that means, well, what are your pros? You can forward deploy, so you can forward deploy some FS Jaegers, which is nice, which are infantry. They're not recon, so they're going to be better than recon, because if you do that, you're just going to wreck the recon. That's about it. Their air is okay, but air is fickle anyways because it's already weak. And then they don't have very good helicopters. Really, all they have is good infantry. So I was just like, I tried playing and I was like, I just don't get it. This isn't good footage. But there's other people playing as the fourth division, so you'll see like little snippets of that side, and everybody is playing as the second division. The second Panzer division is incredibly strong. One, you get the Leopard 2A3, so you're already good to go. And on top of that, you get to forward deploy your infantry. It's like, why wouldn't you use that unit? I haven't really had a chance. I mean, I've played it a little bit, and it was a curb stomp, and but I haven't really had a chance to play it because everybody wants to play as that division. So every time I join a game, it's always on the pack side, and I'm just like, all right, maybe I should just host and be on the NATO side and stop complaining. But anyways, this game was pretty fun. I really like this new map. I think it's a total blast of a map. Very, just very cool. Not a lot of bridges, so not like loop where you have to cross all these bridges. And there's a ton of cover for infantry. With the new infantry update, though, I'm struggling keeping my infantry alive, and they were kind of the staple of this Ruski deck, so kind of have to rethink my deck now due to the meta change, but a lot of fun. You'll see a ton of gameplay of the second division, and the person on my side that's helping me is the fourth division, so you'll see some gameplay of that. Really no different because, I'm casting it as a neutral because I wanted to show both sides. But anyways, I'll stop talking. I've already been rambling on too long, but let me know like how you guys think about this. The only reason I really do neutral is either if I'm doing tournaments or if I wanted to show like both sides of the story. But let me know if you like the neutral thing or if you prefer only my perspective. I just thought it'd be good to see for people who wanted to see the new divisions, so I thought that'd be useful. But enough talking. Let's jump into this game. All right, guys. So we are at a 10v10 on the new map Iron Waters, which I think is actually a really fun map. And this game that we are about to embark in is quite interesting and crazy. As you can see already, 10v10 deck with the FS Jaegers are going to be extremely popular because of the forward deploy with infantry units at elite level. That's going to be a problem. I'm actually not playing as the fourth division. Funnily enough, what does this thing do? I don't even know. Mainly because, but we do have some other people who are playing as the fourth division. Pretty much everyone on the other team is playing as the fourth division, and a guy on my side, Sturm, is playing as the fourth. So you'll get plenty of insight. But me and Sturm, we're trying to take the right side. I start to get I just throw in a quick CV. I know that's fast, but these things give you 2 points, and any advantage can help. I'm calling in a lot of BMP3s, which is kind of like my normal thing, and I'm setting up my recon. As I'm setting up my recon, I actually see all of these guys, and I'm like, huh. I was like, that's no bueno, because I know exactly like who they are, what they are, and I know they need to die. So I'm like, all right, time to get some help. Sturm, I kind of like didn't catch this, and I'm like, oh crap. Sturm is like taking this side, but we do a pretty good job. There are, looks like Bamboo's kind of by himself right now, and then one other guy is like the artillery dude. So they've kind of figured that out. Like he was like, I'll be artillery. I know you're like, Matt, why aren't you moving your helicopter? I'm trying to get eyes for my HE unit, and we'll see if it lands anything here. Come on. So it actually doesn't do anything. It just shoots a helicopter. Doesn't even kill it. For the entire time, almost the whole game, Bamboo has these helicopters here. Looks like we're getting a pretty strong foothold on the city, which was kind of my goal. I wanted to get a strong foothold, but with this new meta with the FS Jaegers, and someone's already left, but it doesn't really matter. With the new meta of these FS Jaegers, it's really changed the battle on pretty much everything. I knew right away. I put an attack beacon right here because I was like, hey, there's guys in there. I wasn't able to stop them. And I don't know what Tom Scott's doing. I guess he's also trying to help, so we have 3 people here. We do have a pretty big shootout going on right there. I just lost one of my units. This unit just blew up, that 1A5, so that's good. Just trying to get a slow hold on here. Seppuku was on this side. I don't know what the hell happened here. I think he was new. But these are some of the downsides of 10v10s. So you have 2 people attacking Seppuku all alone, and he just gives up. He's like, screw it, I don't even want to try. I don't know what type of units he brought to not even have that many. I mean, and this guy's doing a complete recon rush, so our left side's completely is in a lot of trouble. Right side, though, is holding firm. Sending Estrella. I'm sending in these infantry units because I know there's a lot in here. And then as I saw this, so with my thought process, I was like, all right, so I just saw him do a huge push on the right. I looked over at Sturm and I was like, Sturm's taking care of this. Well, I'm going to use that aggression against him, and I'm going to move up my guys into his zone. So I'm actually doing a pretty big push here. I got BMPs rushing in over the beautiful fields. And I'm moving up my units to take out, so that those military police get taken out. And I'm just trying to get a foothold. And I think Sturm, saw this and he was like, oh shit, yeah, that's good, do that. So we're going to take out that Jeopard pretty easily. So there goes that Jeopard. Out of desperation, he's sending in another Jeopard, but that won't last. And now he realizes what's going on, and he's like, uh-oh, we need to call in some tanks. He does have a good amount of military police here, but you would hope that... Oh, these are... I didn't even realize. Why do I have those as only a trained? I'd never do that. I had no idea I was doing that. Maybe I was just using my trash units. But I need to move up these guys. I completely missed them, and I have all these BMP3s just kind of waiting, and they could be assisting. Looks like THCPL is calling in some reinforcements here with helicopters. Let's look over and just kind of get a quick glance. So these are all 4th Division units that were fighting. Well, not the military police, but you'll see plenty of Leopards. Honestly, the units, like there's not a whole lot of like new units. There's just different types of gameplay, but we're doing a pretty dang good push here. We are at a +1 advantage, but we'll see how long that lasts. I don't even know how. Well, it's because we're all the way up there, and we're about to not be. Like, look, no resistance. They can walk right in. It's crazy to me. Arty line. This is what always happens when you take the middle. You get artied. Lots of people over here. We got Full Metal Trooper. I've played this guy before. He's pretty good, I think. It's funny how you see names reappear and stuff. Got some dudes. This is what always happens. I feel like it's almost easier to attack on this side I don't know why. I always attack on the other side, so I have no idea what it's even like. Really, really strong foothold in here, though. Lots of infantry. Got some BMP-3s covering our back line. BMP-3's getting attacked by an Apache. And then Tom Scott now is helping over here. AI seppukus, sending in some AA. And then here comes their push. I was an idiot, and I completely forgot about that they had guys here, so I had a command unit going over there. But they're starting to do their push. So that guy actually left the game, and that was an enemy on that side, so that might help a little bit. For some reason, Tom sent his BMPs over here. For some reason as well. Why didn't I notice this? Oh my gosh. Look at this. This isn't good. You have 2 command units just chilling. It's a waste of resources, and I think Tom maybe saw that. He was like, oh, well, I'm going to do this. But I don't think these guys are going to really have much of a chance. I'm calling an SU-25. Let's see how that works. Yeah, just look at all the units on the field. It's absolutely insane. Oh, and that fucking Jeopard is chilling right there. It's messed up. Kills my SU-25, just gets him to hide in the woods on this, which is smart. I think that thing survives the whole game until it runs out of ammo. But Tom is really doing everything he can to stop this advance, and I don't think it's going to work out too well. And now we're over here, and here come the leopards. These Monostrekis are like, ah! Absolute insanity. Well, they get one at least. They get one, so they do their job. Got some more infantry here, even an ATGM. So we can zoom in on that and take a look. I think they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. So the reason why I'm not playing as the 4th Division is Tom gets his thing there. I think it dies in like 2 seconds, but partly because the tanks are awful. You're just weak tanks. Oh, and he sends in a bunch of trash units. I know that the ATGM's still alive. Let's see if we can see it. Pretty cool looking. The tanks are like pretty bad. They just like don't really like do anything. Compared to like and then yeah, he gets killed by these tanks. They just don't stand a chance against the 2nd Division's tanks. Your infantry's elite, but due to Eugen's update, it kind of just made it to where it really wasn't, you know, a problem. So it's just like, I don't really see the 2nd Division or 4th Division being used a lot. 2nd Division, however, will be used a lot due to their very, very good... What is he doing with all these recon units? Ryan Gosling, you should know better. So it looks like just a bit of a stalemate here, which is normal. Lots of infantrymen here. Ton of infantrymen. And this is totally normal too. Stack all your recon in there. I don't know how you can advance through those trees effectively without a ton of help. That guy was also on the enemy team and he left. I wonder why. Because, you know, they're winning. So Sturm, our infantry is slowly withering away. It's not looking too good. So that ATGM way too up front. These ATGMs, that's going to kill one of them. That might get the 2A3. So he takes that out. Do you see how far away he is, though? That's what you have to do. Why would you have your ATGM this far up the lines? Pepper him like right along here. And then you go pop, pop. Boom. Just, I mean, that barely even did any damage, honestly. If that 2A3 sees them, it's donezo. Look at that, though. It looks so cool. Pop. Oh, right into, almost into a side shot. I have this, like, Monostreki just hiding right here. They have no idea. They're not even, they're not even in the freaking building. Sturm could have moved up. This ATGM's right here. You know, you start to kind of get lost in all the micro. But over here, it's just, I mean, this is terrible. I don't even know how they're gonna stop him. He could easily send up these ATs, but there are some Jeopards there. And those Jeopards melt. Yeah, so not looking good on that front, but we're holding our own over here. Hey, we're doing our job. We've pushed them all the way over here, completely negating their ability to get 2 points. So this game could have been a lot worse. I really just don't know how. It is so difficult to push through here. Look at all that open field your infantry has to cross. The only way they can go is through those buildings, which that's the same way for them. And fighting in buildings is not easy. Then you have to put your tanks over here, but then they have all these trees where they can hide and do recon. You have to just arty the shit out of it. But that's tricky. I mean, that's like a tricky spot to take. So you try and take the sides. Haven't really attacked on this side, and then now we're starting to lose this because it's bleeding over from, you know, not to be rude, but the ineptitude of the other person. Anyhoozle. So my Monostruck here is still hiding. I'm just like, hide. Request fire support. So they think, I guess they think there's a lot of people there, but there's really not. There's only one unit. And Seppuku still and Sturm all have all this infantry here on this back line, and they could really do a big push if they wanted to, but sometimes it's better just to like not. I was able to get some guys in here just to kind of hide them, you know, in these buildings, and look at this push. It's kind of interesting. He's got them all. He's got them both paired with recon and tanks to kind of be their eyes, which is kind of cool. Respect. And then these T-55s don't really pair well against these leopards at all in any way, shape, or form. They'll kill infantry, but once this guy, he's got one Sacklow left. Might be enough to kill one leopard 1A5. Pretty big push though. Looks like Chinese got bored and sent some people over there, or he might have left. He did leave, and so it's kind of funny, but. Yeah, I sent an infantry guy. I was like, just get in here. It's kind of funny, but the AI actually made it more difficult because due to them just like not thinking, they kind of ganked us. Like GHC, I think was like, oh, he was still playing, but like the Chinese boss, like he was over on the other side of the map, and then now he shows up. Spooku sends up a T-80, so that'll do some damage. I'm trying to like hide this guy. I'm like, oh shit, I messed up. And then Monostrucky's doing some damage to this M1 Abrams. If he can get one more, he doesn't, fortunately. I got this T-80BV just like out in the open, and it's gonna get a side shot. Gosh, that's unfortunate. That did so much damage. I don't think I meant to do that. What vehicle is that? Oh, that's the Milan. That's gonna blow it up. Nope, just didn't. Calling in something. Is that me? Yeah, that's me. Let's see if this does anything. Did I even drop anything? Nope. My helicopter is shooting at an artillery unit, which just feels silly. And these FS Jaegers managed to tank all of these shots, which is really impressive. Honestly, I was doing a lot of air attacks whenever I was doing this. It looks like Rutek and them over here, gosh, just through all that craziness, as you can see, lots of leopards. You're going to see a lot of leopards. Very big push, though, on this side of the map. Look at all that Matschutzen running through the destroyed town. Can't, my computer's like... Over here, looks like some people are like, okay, you guys need some help. Let me help. Like, we need to change the tide to the battle. So they send in some vehicles, even AI seppukus on every which way of the map. So if the left side didn't like fail instantly, we probably would be we'd probably be winning, honestly, but the left side got hit so hard. And Tom Scott does a pretty good job just kind of covering our flank, which sucks you have to use those units, but you kind of have to. That's an interesting place to put a logistics vehicle. So Sturm over here got all the infantry. You're like, man, where are you, dude? Like, where are your characters? I've been doing a lot of air attacks, calling in air and just trying to assist that way. I'm not proud of myself, okay? I did the best I could. Tom may be getting a little too excited, but My Motostrucky are still kicking. I moved them over here, and I think that might have been their death wish. Yeah. We kill those guys, though, but at what cost? These guys have been pissing me off. I'm like, I am so tired of these damn guys. So then I have 2 cluster bombs incoming. Let's see if these do anything. TADU, pretty sneaky TADU. So then he finally gets his command unit in there. I instantly put an attack beacon on. Doesn't even try and move it. Does that get anybody? Did they even drop anything? Oh yeah, that got some people. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, it takes out my cluster. I think I try and drop something there, but now it's not looking good. Somehow this freaking eagle manages to make it out without completely untouched. And then we have my helicopter firing on to some infantrymen, but getting hit by a Jeopard. Those Jeopards don't miss. Look at all this artillery fire, though. This is why you do attack beacons, because you have your artillery that's going to help you, and they're getting pretty close. Still have all this infantry, though. I think we were being a little too, but okay, you do that push, then they die, and you have nothing. So you kind of have to pick your battles. All of it is landing just a hair short. Look at all that explosions, though. Absolute insanity. Look at that. That is wild. And, nope. Didn't even die. Didn't even get touched. You just got to see a bunch of fireworks. See what's going on over on the other side of the world. Hey, we took it back. Look at us go. So they just kind of have some people peppered around. Pretty big force. Got some... That Jeopard will literally kill every helicopter in the world. They're flying in some HEs. Not doing too well here. They've even bled their troops all the way over here to take Papa. And it looks like we have a lot of people who are focusing on artillery, which is normal. But I just don't think artillery really does anything, to be honest. There is my helicopter. And, okay, luckily that thing didn't make it. And explosion. Gosh, look at this push coming in. These are some pretty cheap units from Bamboo. Sturm's trying to move up his guys. I'm just like, stay alive. And we got some mortar fires, and it looks like they're firing onto my T-80. Something that was annoying was I told my T-80 to move, and then he just decided not to. This triggered me. I was like, dude, it's like you're getting peppered by a freaking flame unit. I realize the armor's not too strong, but I feel like you could at least be able to fly away, but no. Lots of infantry spam coming up. We'll see how well they can do here. Look at that. So much. Just like send them all. Just a bomber's dream right there. Buku's sitting in AA all the way out there. I mean, that's just going to get killed instantly. Well, that's the AI for you. So. Don't think... So that Milan... Oh, 65 just about to die. I guess I doesn't see that tank. And these guys are just completely overwhelmed. Oh, hey. I didn't realize, but these guys have 3 PKMs. Huh. Interesting. Still not enough, though. But they're taking a lot of damage, that's for certain. It's like, where are the... I don't even know where I'm at, man. I'm completely out of this battle. Sturm's holding them off well, though. Even kills that leopard for you. Just afraid because they're getting very close to my command unit. And I called in a MiG because I was getting pissed. Yeah, this dude's completely out of ammo. I called it a MiG because I was getting pissed off by those helicopters. I was like, get out of here. So they're having to retreat. And then on this other side, we have another push from the right side. Just not looking good now. They're getting closer and closer. We have all this infantry here. That's unfortunately just not going to be doing anything. I have my one tank here, just kind of waiting, and he's calling even more spam. Anything, anybody. I need somebody. Got a lot of got some tanks here. Blow them up. It's gonna take a lot for these guys to push through all this. And it looks like they will fail. So I finally get some people up here. Bringing up some Monostrekkies. And they're fighting these FS Jaegers, and they get wrecked because of a 2A3. I didn't see the 2A3 until the last second. But what I'm doing now is I'm just like, I'm not going to move up. Like, screw this. It's not looking too good. That is for sure. And these guys get wrecked by these Jaegers and an FS here. That's an elite Jaeger. Seppuku doing its best. I mean, it's doing something right. I do take out those two units with my attack there, and then we got all these tanks, and that freaking AI did a timed attack with them. It's pretty impressive. And at this point, we're in trouble. So I realized, I was like, they still can't see me yet, I don't think, but they can. The moment that happens, it's pretty much game over. We got these two guys right on top of each other, circling around each other like idiots. I managed to escape that. Hey, I just killed 2 tanks. Then I see these guys. I was like, I don't even know what to do at this point. I think that dude left pretty early, so that's an AI. It ends up just being really annoying. So at this point I was like, you know what? I don't know how we're going to be able to push against all this. I mean, look at all this. We got 1, 2, 3. We got AI here. I mean, what are you supposed to do against such reckless hate? And that infantry is just tanking that tank attack. I mean, like, how? And then they unfortunately take out my thing, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. I was like, yeah, this is bound to happen eventually. And look at all of the people in here. But look at all this infantry that we have here. Honestly, I wish we could have just been like, hey, everybody, send everything. And I just wanted to see. But it is what it is. These guys, though, slowly moving up. Got some tanky poos. Not very strong tanks, but tanks indeed. He managed to get all the way into that sector. These guys are still holding strong, but they've completely lost this area. So now they're just having a grand old time, I bet. And we got all these units here with bamboo. Seppuku, honestly, very impressive from the AI. That's an anti-infantry tank. We have the 2A3 right here. Another 2A3 coming in. Honestly, the AI has been a thorn in my side. I managed to sneak this infantry all the way up here, and I actually do manage to, like, take this area. Just kind of random happenstance. So I was like, oh, that's neat. I don't know what these guys are doing. They have anti-tank rockets. Oh yeah. That HE unit just killed 3 units just right there. And I just called in some infantry. So Bamboo is calling in some Panzer Grenadiers. Which I'm not really even sure like how good that infantry is. Tom is calling in a cluster. Oh shit! That took out 3 tanks. That's an efficient cluster, so that really helped us out. Now this infantry is in trouble. For some reason. The BMP is just like, eh. Or BMP never had a chance. Buku's T80BV still kicking. At this point, though, it's just, not looking good. This stupid freaking AI. Like, why? You're so annoying. Cover me with your tanks. Who said that? Oh, it's AI. Or not AI, the other team. I don't think he really realized just what type of... That's an interesting choice. Just sitting them to their deaths. That's funny. Cover me with your tanks. Alright, I'm going. It's like, well, hold on. No. Gosh. And then here comes all these helicopters. And the AI is like, yeah, let me do this. These guys. That's end of the game. I want to do a helicopter rush spam. I'm just glad we got to kill some 283s. They're still so strong. I mean, there's only so much you can do when you have 1, 2, 3, what is that, 3 players all attacking you. Well, 2 of them are AI, but still, they just bum rush you. And then when you have 1 player being assisted by 2 AI, even that can be enough. If you're just getting bum rushed. Let's see, so holy moly. Are they just nuking their own people? Out of frustration? That's toxic. Is he a double agent? What is he doing? Okay. He's like, I'm bored and I just want to kill something, so he's gonna nuke his own men. Interesting choice. Oops. I'm like, why did I send this tank? What's he doing, tank? What is he doing? I'm trying to tell him to focus on other stuff, but at this point I'm like, doesn't even matter. I just love how he's just not doing what I want him to do. I'm like, no, shoot at the tank. You goober. Something there. And that Thunderbolt just gonna boop. Missed. I was lucky. Missed again. And that's game. Yep. So, looking over, like, I had the most for, well, almost the most in my command. Kills, I was negative. It's kind of a mess of a game, to be honest. Funnily enough, for kills, though, I did the 3rd best. So, I mean, that's something. Just couldn't get anything going. And you can see that there is a meta now where it is the 2nd Panzer Grenadier Division and the 5th Panzer Division. So your whole life you'll be seeing Leopard 2A3s, which I still think are just ridiculously strong. And maybe I don't know better. With the 4th Division, I just don't think they're a good division. Like, the only thing they have going for them is their infantry, and the infantry is so squishy right now. Okay, like yeah, you have this awesome infantry, but they'll die in like in 2 seconds, and they'll still get wrecked by a tank, or artillery or helicopters. Like so, because I've tried playing as fourth division, and it just I was like, dude, I don't know how I can win with this division. Um, but yeah, just a fun like 10v10 with the new maps. I'm not even sure who this person is because that's definitely not me. Um, but yeah, I think the second division you're going to be see play a lot because one, you get Leopard 283s, and two, you get forward deployment with infantry. Like, why wouldn't you use the second Panzer Division? There's really no reason not to. I don't anticipate you'll see a lot of the fourth division. Honestly, like I really don't. I'd be surprised. People are playing it right now because it's fun, but you can already kind of tell that whenever I'm playing games, you can tell. Yeah, we're not going to play as them. So that's just kind of what's been going on in my head. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all in the next one.